Welcome to another Fenestration Canada podcast.
Okay, we're now live on YouTube. So, hi everyone. You'll see that, you know that today we do have a couple of announcements for you guys. Thanks for joining the live press conference. So, you'll see today I have with me Eddie Cho, who's co-chair of the event committee and chair of the spring conference. We have Dan Darcy, who's co-chair of the event committee and chair of Windor this year. And we have Laura Wheel, who's our events chair, and Mike Bruno, our newly appointed president. So that's who we have on the line today. For the media on the line, whenever you have questions, you can raise your hand. And now I'm going to proceed with the couple of announcements we have to make today. So the first announcement, we just wanted to let you know that we're going to proceed with our 2021 Spring Conference online, a little bit like last year. It's going to be on May 18th to May 20th, and it's going to take place in the marketplace. So whoever exhibitors are there, your booth are still going to be there, and everything is going to happen within the marketplace platform. So this will include education sessions, supplier showcases, social networking, everything we did last year, hopefully even better now that we have even more experience. And you'll get an email shortly to be able to register. Now, we also have really great news now. We think that it's going to be great news to hear for you guys. We decided to proceed this year with an in-person Windor, what we will call a hybrid Windor. So basically, this hybrid version of Windor, because of COVID, of course, Windor being in November, not knowing 100% of what's going to happen in the next few months, we just want to plan ahead and make sure that we can have an in-person event, but that we'll also be able to cater, if you will, to people who can't travel or don't want to travel. So we're going to do a hybrid event, which means that we're going to be in person, but people who can't be there will also have the fullest experiences possible as if they were in person. So that means more than only broadcasting sessions. We have a lot of technological stuff that we want to bring. So I'll give you a little bit more details on that later in the months to come. But so that's what we want to do. But we're really excited to announce that November 16th to November 18th in Toronto, we're going to have also an in-person version of Windor. Including the main event, including the Hall of Fame. Of course, we're going to address every COVID concern. We'll be abiding by all government regulations. We work closely with the venue, with our decorator, with the exhibitors to make sure that it's safe. So for that matter, to make sure that everything is safe, we're going to need to limit the attendance. We're going to need to limit exhibitors for now. So our hope is that we have a full-fledged Windor, but if the situation doesn't permit at that point, then we need to be able to adjust. So that means that starting today, we're going to start accepting exhibitors' requests for booth, but we're going to have a limited amount of booth to reserve, and we're going to add more to it as we can, as the situation permits. So make sure that you contact Lane in our event department to make sure that your booth is reserved. She's going to reach out to you, whoever are on the list right now, the list we have, but if you want to make sure, don't hesitate to reach out because we're going to have limited availability. As far as attendance goes, we're just going to open that a little later in the year, so it's not open yet. But for the spring conference, it is. So that's pretty much the announcement we had today. I'm just going to wait and see if we have any questions from the media. And if we don't, I'll have Eddie address us a little bit on the spring conference. So Eddie, maybe if you want to start for now and just let us know, what basically why we took the decision to put that online and what we can expect.
Thank you, Stefan. Yeah, I guess with the news that we're taking this online and unable to get together in Kelowna this year for the spring conference, we're still disappointed because I think all of us want to see each other, face to face again and interacting in, quote unquote normal conditions again. But with that said, we continue to make the best of the situation. The events committee is already working hard to organize another great online conference and experience. So stay safe, everyone, and take care.
Yeah, I think it's the last stretch, right? That's how we need to look at it. And we hope we can reach out to you and have you participate as much as possible for hopefully the last time only online. But rest assured that we'll keep an online component whatever happens in the future, right? So we have a question from Emily Thompson here in the media section. So maybe Dan, if you can take over this one. She's basically asking where will we have Windor next year in person?
Sure. Well, we can confirm that it's going to be in Toronto. As far as which venue, we're still evaluating that. We can't confirm, or the venues aren't signing any contracts at this date because of where the pandemic is. And if all goes well within the next 30 to 60 days, we'll sign the agreement and we'll announce it at that time.
Yeah, and to be clear, we do contract or no contract. Windor is happening in person if COVID permits, but we hope so. It's likely it's going to be in the same venues. It's just not confirmed, so we'd rather not focus on that. But it's going to be in Toronto with the hopes of going back to a Quebec location next year. So I'll look if we have any more questions. Right now, no. So Laura, did you want to address a little bit of the group? Do you have anything to add?
I think moving forward, we're going to adopt both online and in person. We've definitely seen and felt the value of having more content online over this past year. I also think that there's going to be a lot of R&D that's happened over the past year. Just the industry has been very busy. We're getting a lot done, and it could be really exciting to see each other in person and just see what's available, what's to come. So I look forward to seeing you. I hope that we can make this happen.
Yes, of course. And Mike, did you have anything to add as incoming president?
So I think it's exciting news. We just got an announcement last week that some of the shows in the U.S. are open. They're probably a little bit further ahead than us, but I think the group as a whole, our leadership with the events committees and our executive director have taken the appropriate steps to ensure that if we do proceed with this, it's going to be done in a safe and socially distanced manner as much as possible. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everyone live and in person. I think this year is a big year for the main event portion because of the Hall of Fame. Being able to recognize industry leaders in some sort of a larger format, although very restricted a bit, will be a great honor for those people that have put in a lot of time in this industry, and kind of just adds a little bit of maybe a feather in the cap during this last year to 18 months of being confined to your home or being confined to your own workplace, ability to socially interact with people. And I know that the venues are larger than we need, which to me gives me the assurance that we could do this safely and without the fear of having a massive outbreak. And again, the marketplace, the AGM, Windor still available online. I think it's going to be a stronger platform than we had the previous ones. We've all learned from it. And I just look forward to seeing everyone in person and online. And I really appreciate everyone's help during these difficult times. Our team, like I said, both those volunteer and those that are part of our FenCan team have done a tremendous job in the last year to ensure that we're keeping our members informed and participating in either our Tech Talks or AGM or Windor that we had last year. And my hat goes off to everyone and we're not done yet. There's still a lot more work to be done, and I really appreciate everyone's time and effort in this. I thank you all for joining today's call as well too.
Great, thanks. So I've been made aware that my volume was not really loud here when I look at the chat. So I'll just repeat real quick the announcements. So first of all, the 2021 Spring Conference will be online on May 18th to the 20th in the marketplace on the marketplace platform. So a little bit like last year, but with even more content if we can add even more. So we hope to see you there, and we're looking at having an in-person Windor main event and Hall of Fame ceremony in Toronto on the November 16th to the 18th. So these are basically the announcements for today. And we had another question here from Patrick Flannery, who's having problem logging in, but I got the question here about do we have an idea of what the education topics are going to be? So on this one, what I can mention is like every classics, if I may, will be back. So every updates that people are really looking forward to are going to be there. So Al will for sure be there. As you know, we have a new technical department, so we're going to be able to provide even more education. So we're going to have probably Terry joining in too. We have a good list of topics right now, so I don't want to go ahead and read it line by line, but we have a pretty solid education lineup. So stay posted for both Spring Conference lineup and Windor lineup. So on that, I'll just, since we don't have any more questions, I'll just thank everyone for attending, and see you soon, I hope, and see you again for the next press conference for when we have other big announcements. Thanks a lot. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Welcome to another Fenestration Canada podcast.